I was scrolling through Instagram and I was very curious to find this thing called the Jet Peel Facial that apparently by using high pressurized air and serums can just blow off all the dead skin cells and dirt from your pores, as well as reinfuse it with hydration, sans irritation. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work or if it's gonna work, but I wanna go try it out because I believe that not just myself, but any sensitive skin person out there, we should get to look like these glowy, beautiful, dewy Instagram models without getting completely red, irritated, burning faces. So, wish me luck.
So the Jet Peel is one of the favorite facials here at Glow Spa because it is a completely customizable facial. It uses pressurized air to force fluids into your skin, whether it's serums, anti-aging products, hydration, vitamins. It's really good for people with sensitive skin. It's also good for aging skin. Just gonna clean off all of the makeup and excess oil that's on your skin so it doesn't impede our treatment. So next step of the Jet Peel is the lymphatic drainage. Lymphatic drainage helps push all of your lymph fluid out of your face and gets rid of like puffy under eyes and helps diminish dark circles.
I feel like anyone who lives in New York should get that on a weekly basis.
Yes.
It's cold. Yeah. I can't stop flinching every time it happens. Not because it's like too hard or like too pressurized, but it's just like very cold. It feels almost like ice.
Yeah, you can see the difference. We did the one side of lymphatic drainage and you can definitely see the difference on either side already. So our next step is the exfoliation step. There's a couple of different things we can do with the exfoliation. We can do exfoliation without acid. It will cause a lot less irritation, but it's also a little less effective than doing it with an acid. Today we're gonna do a 5% glycolic. It'll give a good clean inside of the skin. It might make you a little bit red, but not bad enough that, you know, it's more red than your normal like irritated skin.
Yeah, I've used glycolic too.
Do you feel any tingling?
I do, yeah.
Awesome.
Very mild.
The glycolic acid stays on your skin for about 5 minutes, and then we use the same kind of technique to remove and neutralize the glycolic acid.
Okay, because I feel the tingling.
Oh yeah.
It's not overwhelming, but
it feels like it's working.
It does. It feels like it's really in there.
The next step is the infusion steps. So we can infuse multiple different serums into your skin. It just depends on what your skin needs at the moment. Today we're gonna do the Power by Phasic serums. It's a super moisturizing hyaluronic acid. We are forcing it in on a 90-degree angle, so now it's not ricocheting off of your skin and taking the dead skin cells with it. It's actually infusing directly into your skin.
It's like, it's kind of warm now.
Yeah, yes, it's very hydrating. This was a hyaluronic acid hydration. So you could also feel a little bit of the tingling from after having an acid on your face and then the hydration coming back, because acid does dry you out. You always have to use a moisturizer after you use an acid. How do you feel?
It's been a journey.
It is a journey.
It certainly feels different. Better.
Super hydrated.
It's like, yeah, it feels plumper. Like,
yes.
I can
girl, you
physically
look
feel
plumper.
that.
All right, and the next step is the mask. We are going to use a really awesome Casimara mask today.
What is that?
The mask is for generally everybody, but specifically sensitive skin.
Can't get over how good that smells. Oh no. Oh my god, it feels like deli meat. Pretty painless.
Okay, and the next step is serums. Today we are going to use my most favorite serum, the Pro Heal Serum. This serum is completely awesome. It is made by a company called Eyes Clinical, and it helps for pretty much everything you need in your 20s and 30s. It helps with anti-aging, acne, pigmentation, and clogged pores. It's like the serum that everybody should be using. The last step to our Jet Peel facial is a facial massage. All right, we're all set.
We're set?
Set.
Okay, I can't wait to see how my skin looks.
I'm so excited. Check out those pores, girl.
What pores? I'm like a freaking diamond. Like, I've never seen my skin glow like this. So it's been 2 days since I got the Jet Peel facial, and I want to go over with you guys every way that my skin's been reacting. In terms of irritation, I really haven't experienced any. I barely have any redness, just a very slight amount around my nose, which is really my problem spot, so I'm not surprised by that. But I feel like the rest of my skin has a very even tone, as well as a really, really even texture. I don't have blackheads anymore. Well, that's kind of a lie. I have a few. I barely have any blackheads on my face, which I think is the biggest shock. I didn't think I would visibly be able to see that exfoliation so clearly. So I do think that this facial did exfoliate sans irritation, and that's kind of a miracle. However, that's not to say that I haven't experienced anything not so great from the facial. I will say that the deep exfoliation has caused me to have a little bit of a breakout. It's nothing major, and it's nothing that's the biggest deal to me. The other not so great thing I've been experiencing is a little bit of dryness and peeling. Again, I'm pretty sure that's from the glycolic or the retinol. So that has not been the best, but I think it's just getting the dead, dry skin layers off of my face, and I'm gonna have fresh skin underneath. Slight issues aside, I do think the very fact that this facial did exfoliate without the irritation makes it worth the money. On top of that, I found that there was a lot more included in this $200 than I thought there would be. And I have to say, I've had facials in the same price range that really didn't do as much work on my skin. So I know for a fact I'm gonna be calling them up again.